Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a global look at what's happening in the world of whiskey right now. We're covering the biggest news, the most interesting developments, and rumors starting to circulate this month. So pour yourself something good, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Let's start with new releases. One of the most talked about bottles this month comes from Wyoming Whiskey. They've announced barrel strength number 6429. This is a highly limited single barrel bourbon selected from top performing casks in their warehouse. This is not a wide release. Quantities are extremely limited, and most of these bottles will likely disappear into collectors' circles very quickly. What makes this release interesting is the timing. Wyoming Whiskey has built a reputation for quality over hype. And in a year where many producers are slowing down, a barrel strength release like this signals real confidence in their inventory. Expect strong interest here from drinkers and collectors. Now, let's head across the Atlantic. In the United Kingdom, the Whiskey Exchange has unveiled its January exclusives. These limited single malts, independent bottlings, and standout Isla of Skye single malt exclusive to their retailer. Retail exclusives continue to play a major role in today's whiskey market, especially as enthusiasts look for bottles that can't be easily flipped or duplicated. We're seeing fewer mass releases and more tightly controlled allocations, and that trend shows no sign of slowing down. Now let's talk about the state of the industry, and this is where things get more serious. Several U.S. distilleries have closed or announced closures this month. The reasons are familiar: rising product costs, lingering tariff impacts, and softer consumer demand. This isn't panic, it's correction. After years of explosive growth, the whiskey industry is entering a more mature phase. Brands that expanded too quickly or relied heavily on debt are feeling the pressure first. Craft distillers are being hit the hardest. One of the biggest signals this month comes from Jim Beam. As we know, Jim Beam has confirmed that its Claremont, Kentucky distillery will remain paused through 2026. This is one of the biggest whiskey producers in the world. Pausing production on this scale is extremely rare. The company says the pause will allow them to balance inventory, respond to slowing demand, and invest in facility upgrades. This doesn't mean whiskey is in trouble, but it does mean the industry is resetting. So what does 2026 look like from a trend perspective? Industry analysis published this month points to several clear trends. Collectors are becoming more selective, interest in age statements is returning, and enthusiasm for high-priced, no-age statement releases is cooling. Consumers want transparency. I know I do. And distillers that lean too heavily on limited editions may need to adjust. American whiskey is seeing similar shifts. Growth hasn't stopped, but it has slowed significantly. We're seeing fewer new brands enter the market, more consolidation among mid-sized producers, retailers becoming more cautious with allocations, and consumers shifting away from hype bottles and toward dependable pours. In simple terms, whiskey drinkers are getting smarter with their money. Another interesting story this month comes from an unexpected pairing. Meat Church Barbecue has acquired a minority stake in Pursuit Spirits. This is a branding move. It blends barbecue culture, whiskey education, and lifestyle marketing. Expect co-branded releases, events, and content promotion. This kind of crossover may become more common as brands look for new ways to connect with drinkers. Now let's shift to rumors and some expected releases. Johnnie Walker is expected to release a Lunar New Year 2026 edition of Blue Label. This year celebrates the Year of the Horse. The liquid is likely unchanged, but the packaging and collectible appeal are expected to be strong. These releases continue to perform well, especially in Asian markets. Another release to watch closely comes from Wilderness Trail. The distillery is expected to expand availability of its 6-year private barrel program this month. Wilderness Trail has quietly become one of the most respected names in modern Kentucky bourbon. Collectors and enthusiasts alike are watching this closely. This could become one of the strongest value-driven stories of early 2026. Sorry about that. So, what does all of this mean? Whiskey isn't collapsing, it's maturing. We're seeing smarter consumers, more cautious producers, and less hype. More substance, fewer bottles, but better ones. That's probably a healthy place for the industry to be. And that's all for the news this week. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Let me know if there's some news that I missed or some other new releases. I'll touch on those in a future episode. And as always, please drink responsibly. Long ashes and full glasses to each and every one of you. And we'll see you in the next episode.